Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 3 of my co-op career race series with Fozzie. Sorry that you guys are sitting there confused. You're like, why is this Istanbul gameplay? My Sony Vegas didn't like the file that I put in for qualifying, and it kept crashing my Vegas, but it accepted the race file just fine. So I added this little bonus clip of what's happening in tomorrow's video. This is not the qualifying lap. This is something you would not normally see, and it seems that Felipe Massa likes to ruin other people's qualifying. Now, I'm not a biased man, but in Singapore, Massa was kind of holding up Hamilton, and kind of done that to me. Anyway, guys, this just to show that I have been trying out the cockpit view, and I'll be able to use that in my race guide for tomorrow's episode. See you in the race.
Alright guys, here we are, they're now lifting the computer off, which is awesome, and it still makes me laugh where Fozzie was. Fozzie was pissed when this happened. Fozzie ended up being 17th on the grid, which I thought was fucking hilarious, so I'm sitting there on pole, and Fozzie was 17th. I was brilliant. There he is, there's Hamilton in 3rd. And there's Fozzie at 17th. What a legend. But anyway, guys, so it does come good for Fozzie. Fozzie ends up getting one of the most beastie starts you've ever seen. And on the mic, I don't know if you look, keep an eye on the bottom right, you see his mic just going, "Oh my god, I'm overtaking everyone!" Just keep an eye on his mic. He's like commentating as he goes. So I'm sure you see a lot of Fozzie mic action in the bottom right. There it is. He's loving it right now. He just keeps overtaking everyone. It's brilliant. So basically, guys, the Battlefield 3 beta came out today for anyone who had a code due to the fact that they bought Medal of Honor. But when the actual beta is released to everyone, which I believe it is going to be, I will be bringing you some gameplay. I know you guys, most of my new subscribers at least, are mainly interested in the F1, but I'm pretty sure that if I uploaded a little bit of Battlefield here, a little bit of Modern Warfare there, but you know, stuck to the F1 and maybe a little bit of FIFA, then I'm pretty sure that would, I'm trying to please everyone. I'm trying to make this YouTube channel as versatile as possible and make it really interesting. But anyway, guys, I'm sad to inform that this video, or this race even, the video is not boring. The video is amazing. No, I'm just kidding. But the race was a little bit boring, and well, Fozzie made his way up to 2nd. That was kind of the best bit, where he went from 17th to 2nd. But I kind of just drive away from them now. I think me and Fozzie have played the game so much that even when it's on Legendary, and it is on Legendary AI difficulty, we've checked, we've been like, we've won by miles and thought, is it on Legendary? And it is. It just turns out we're actually pretty good at the game, and we just fuck them up, really. But anyway, guys, I'll move to another highlight and see if anything interesting happened. Alright, guys, we are on lap 5. We're now going on the back straight, and as you can see on the left, Fozzie is 20 seconds behind me. I've been creating quite a big gap on him, which is nice. I run a little bit wide in the hairpin, and basically, as I said a minute ago, I kind of drive away from them. Like I mentioned earlier, the next video will be done in Cockpit Cam. Have a few problems with that, but I was also wondering if you guys would want to see some multiplayer gameplay, because I do play multiplayer, like with friends, play it with Fozzie, play it with X-Man, play it with Pot Noodle, play it with ITFC, and we've got some other people getting it. I've added some of you guys. I hope to play with you soon, as soon as you all get the game. But the problem is, if you actually try and play online, then I think about 3 days ago I uploaded the video of just some little shit just hitting me off in the first corner. Now that was my first ever multiplayer. There were 16 people in that race, and it was my first ever multiplayer race. And I qualified 3rd, and I thought, I qualified 3rd out of 16. I'll take that, it's good. And in the first corner, some little dickhead just destroys my car, and I ain't played online against other people since. It puts you off. But if you do want to see gameplay, I can try and get it for you. Also, one question is, what is a good rank? Because the online ranks, for anyone who doesn't know, actually can go down. You receive objectives. For example, finish 3rd or above. And if you finish 3rd, you'll get 50 XP. If you finish 2nd, 100. And if you finish 1st, 150 XP, for example. And there are 50 levels, and each level is 100 XP. The level barriers or boundaries do not change. So, basically, level 50 is hard as fuck to get, because when you think about it, you have to, at some point, you have to come 1st a lot. Because there's a twist to it. You can lose your points. If your target is 1st, and you come 2nd, you'll lose 50 XP. And also, you're just thinking, oh, maybe it's down to qualifying, you know. It's not. It's down to your previous race results. So if you finish second in a race before, and your target was second, your next target's going to be first. And if you don't finish first, and you finish second, you're going to lose 50 XP. After gaining the 50 XP you just gained, after, you know, gaining the 50 XP from coming second in the previous race, then your target will be second again. So if you come second again, you gain the 50 XP again. Next time you go on, you got to come first. So at the end of the day, in order to rank up, you need to win races. And at the moment, I'm level 11, which means level 12, sorry. I think I've got 1,240 XP. The reason I haven't got 50s is because you get bullshit penalties when you get cause collisions, even when you get hit by other people, which I found strange. And that was probably the most exciting thing that happened all race, me spinning. There we go. I'm a boss. So, yeah, it's a weird system they have, because in Formula 1 2011, it was a simple ranking up system. It was down to XP. Like, if you win a race, you get a certain amount of XP, so and so. But we believe, me and Josh, we found a way, me and Podnoodle 11, found a way of it's almost boosting. So, hear me out. We haven't done this. Well, we did. We technically did do it, because we were playing together. When I play with Josh, I'm a little bit better than Josh. And so it turns out that I was winning. We played 3 races of 3 laps, and I won all 3 of them. And his objective was to finish second, and my objective was to finish first. And yet, because there were only 2 of us, his objective was second and mine was first. And because this kept happening, we were both getting 50 XP per race. So, by having just the 2 people, we were gaining XP and not losing any, as long as we didn't swap positions, as long as I didn't come second, Josh didn't win, and so on and so forth. So, I'm not sure if that's a foolproof way of leveling up, but I think it's something they got to fix. I don't know how they could fix that, but people could abuse that. If you look on their leaderboards, there are people ranked 50 already, and I'm pretty sure that's what they might have done, gone into a custom lobby with their friend and took first and second place each. It doesn't matter if you come first or second, because you'll still get your 50 XP. Anyway, guys, I've rambled on a bit here. I'll move on to another part of the video. Okay, guys, coming around the long right-hander on lap 10. There's just 1 lap to go, and I've got about a 35-second lead on Fozzie, I believe. Turns out that wet races are what's more interesting. I don't really know what I could do to make it more interesting. You know, I don't want to go slower. You know, obviously competing against Fozzie. And I'll give you a quick update. After this race, Fozzie is going to be on more points than me. He's actually going to be leading the championship, because he gets this second place, and I'm going to be a 4th in the championship. And so it's heating up. We keep completing our R&D objectives in practice, so don't worry about that. I don't show you the practice gameplay. It can be a bit boring. I'm wide there on the final lap. End up fucking up. But so yeah, one other thing I want to discuss quickly is what tactics or settings is a better word do you use when you're setting up your car, your custom settings? I always use the quick car setup because I'm lazy and I don't really understand how it works. I don't really have time to faff around with the camber height and the stiffness. I'll just like, oh, it's raining, I'll put it in wet, or it's a fast high speed track, I'll put it in dry, or you know, whatever, or keep it in average. I don't really take it into much detail, but I was racing on Montreal today with Fozzie, and I managed to set a 118 with the average setup in the rain. And so, and you guys are like, oh, you shouldn't be using average then, should you? But Fozzie went on a particular settings website, and he found a Montreal wet setup, and we tried it, and I ended up setting a 1:15.2 in the rain. So if you guys would like Fozzie or me or whoever to give you some setup videos for particular tracks or weather conditions, write that in the comments, send me a personal message, and tell me what maps, what weather settings, and we'll do some research, do a bit of testing, and we'll get back to you with what we believe is the best setup for that track. To be honest, I could add that to the track guide if you guys would want me to go into more depth. But to be honest, I mainly stick to the quick car setups because I believe the track guide should be more to do with the actual racing that is happening, the actual braking points, turning points. But if you guys would like to see the the best car setup, you know, bit by bit, aerodynamics, you know, things you can load and save, because there are 5 slots you can use, then do tell me. And this is quite funny as well. Fozzie was pushing so hard with his fuel on the high one. I can't remember what it's called. Rich, I believe. He ran out of fuel like an absolute boss. Fozzie the Beast. He comes around a hairpin. His engine's just going, I'm dying. And them cars behind him on the radar are actually lapped cars, so he wasn't worried at all. But if you enjoyed this video, guys, please do give it a like. Ended up being a Red Bull 1-2. Whoop, 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 whoop. I don't even like Red Bull. Fozzie chose Red Bull when we first started, because I wanted McLaren. He couldn't change it, so Fozzie really fucked up for us. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. 30 would be awesome. And if you really loved it, which you know, you might have, I don't know, then give it a favourite. So that, guys, peace.